Oh. Let's start it all over. Welcome to Pontiac WYAC DM.3. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. Catch me alive. Oh, damn, I messed up. Let me gotta start all over. I gotta start all over. There's a lot. How we do it. Welcome. There's a lot tonight. You can call in, you can holler at me, you can call in tonight. They never catch me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5 cocked on these niggas. Time to die. Even as a youngster, kicking ruckus on the back of the bus. I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust. But now I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who can I blame? Smoking, making. So I'm hopeless. Down the freeway, swerving. Don't worry, I'm about to crash up on the curb cause my vision blurry. Maybe if they tried to understand me, what should I do? I had to be my family. What else could I do but be a thug? But rolling with. Fucking with the is in the club, got my mind on danger. Never been a stranger to homicide. My bangers and drive-bys. Why do we die at an early age? He was so young, but still a victim of the front page. My memories of a corpse and mind full of thick thoughts. And I ain't going back to court, so what they thought. Drinking Hennessy, running in front of my enemies. Will I live to be 53? So much pain. Welcome to Pontiac WYAC. We here in the place to be. Yo, there's a lot to talk about tonight. There's a lot. Hey, what's going on? We're going to open up the phone lines. There's a lot. There is some things I would want to stay away from, but man, there's some stuff that's going on around town. You know what I mean? And some sad things, but some good things too, you know what I mean? So let's be mindful. Not only just, there's a lot of, negativity and some bad things that we've seen through the news and in the community of the city of Pontiac. Some things that we should never see or never should be experiencing, hearing about. But that's just like life. You know what I'm saying? If it's something that you guys would like to talk about, it's an open forum. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. I did have a young lady that wanted to call in. And say something and say her piece about something. So, hey, I'll let her call in. But I'm going to open up the phone lines. What's up, Miss Nikita Porter? But yeah, man, I just heard about the, share it, please, also. I just heard about the plane that was flipped upside down. Y'all going to blame that on Donald Trump? Hey, you know how we do. We blame the Trumpster. You know what I mean? But luckily, I know some people got hurt. I know it was some bad things that happened, but I don't know how many people were really hurt. I think 8 total, but look like there's some survivors, you know what I'm saying? But how did the thing flip upside down? Come on, bro. Come on. But, more things still happening. I'm going to go ahead and share right now where my phone at. My daughter here we go. My daughter just gave me a phone. Ain't that something? She being nice to me. But anyhow, let me go ahead and share it and we can get the party rolling. Let me see here. Open up the phone lines. And I'm going to send the link to the usual suspects. Whoever want to pop in can do so. Miss Nikita, what it is that you want to talk about? You got something to say? Is it something? Hey, I don't know if I want to touch it. It's hot, man. It's hot. It is very hot. But I'm going to be telling the truth. Some things that we saw over the last couple days about, those children is a sad thing. You know what I mean? No joking, and jokes aside, that was a sad thing. And prayerfully, they can recover mentally. Physically, they're young enough to recover, but mentally is where we really got to worry about, trying to get some recovery for them. So hopefully that they can go ahead and recover, and God bless them to get their mind situated back on them. But man, all I can say is just love your kids. That's all I can say about that. I'm gonna open up the phone line. We have a phone caller, young lady from Oklahoma, wanted to call in. So I'm gonna give her a chance. 248-905-1128. Anybody want to call? First come, first serve. Whoever want to call, first serve. Did I see the flood in Southwest Detroit? Nope, I didn't see that. It's so much going on. What's up, Bobby? It's so much going on that it's almost hard to keep track of it. It is so much going on. It is very hard to keep track of it. I need y'all to call in. Just praying for the situation at this time. Yeah, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot. It's a lot. And nowadays, you got to be very careful about how you approach and say things. Just be prayerful about the situation, everybody that's involved. And as a community, as a people, we just do better and get better. You know what I'm saying? 248. The phone line is 248. Anybody want to call? 905-1128. I'm going to send the link to the usual suspects. You know what I'm saying? And who want to pop in, they can. You said it was a water main break. Cars are covered, and they had to evacuate homes. Man, this has been one heck of a year. Can't we say that? Like, this year has been one heck of a year. Like, has been like nonstop events happening. Even if it's in your personal life or if it's in the world news, local, regional, it's like it's nonstop things going on. It won't stop. It won't stop. I know it's been like that for me. You know what I'm saying? And trying to just wrap my head around it is like stars all around my head. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, oh, I gotta just keep on just moving, bro. I just gotta keep on moving because it's just me. It ain't just me, you know what I'm saying? But, I gotta just keep on going. I gotta keep on going, just gotta keep on going. Gotta keep on going. And you do too. You too. What's up, Don? What's up, Don? Good evening. Yes, Pontiac has been on the news for a few weeks now, but it hasn't been good news though. We need that. We need some good news. Who got the good news? Because right now, what we're seeing is a lot of bad news. Is there good news and we just not even searching for it? Is that the case? I mean, because you know what? Bad news spread real quick. But there's a lot of good news too. There's a lot of good news and a lot of good people. But bad news just spreads so fast and quick. It's like they say, lies travel real faster than the truth, and it's like you got to go looking for the truth, or you got to go looking for the good news. And it's a lot of good news. We got a lot of good people, a lot of good people in here in this area that's doing some good things, and you got to keep concentrating on that. But I know that ain't the sexy topic. It's about what's wrong. You know what I mean? It's always about what's wrong and what's going wrong. So, I mean, we just got to continue just to be prayerful, keep ourselves girded up, keep ourselves going, but the truth is hard to find sometimes. A lie will travel so fast that, and before the lie get to you, the lie been lied on. You know what I mean? So the truth is just sometimes is a chore to find, but you can't beat the truth. You can't beat the truth. You cannot beat the truth. Yeah, you could call in, Mel. I'll give you the number right here, right now. Melanie Rutherford, Councilwoman, District 1, Southside, where I'm from. Miss Mel, you can call in if you like. But yeah, so we just need good news, and we need to continue whatever we got going on in our life. Just go ahead and build on that. And that's what I'm trying to do, is continue to build on whatever is the good news, Yeah, we always gonna have some bad news amongst us, but look like we got Miss Melanie Rutherford coming in. Hold on one second here. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on? You online? People can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. People can hear you.
Oh my God! Listen, how y'all doing? Love is light, light is love. I just want to say that we have to just continue to be encouraged and continue to pray. There's a lot of things that's going on in our city that is really amazing, and we have to focus on the good. And what is really disturbing is that the, when you said earlier about how quickly the lies spread, I am living proof of what happens when people want to sensationalize stuff and they jump on the bandwagon and don't do their research. And today, and I'm not making it about me, but it's just real to see how horribly people are dragging this whole situation instead of trying to figure out what the real root of the problem is. But not only that, how we as a community can get better. And we just got to start doing that. Because, like, I see a lot of people who throw the rock and hide their hand, and then they'll see a situation. And once they find out the truth about it, they'll try to act like, oh, I didn't mean it that way. You know, you did because you enjoyed it. And we just got to be the ambassadors of change. I'm sorry, I was running upstairs, honey. But
I'm like, what you doing?
I was running up the stairs. Child, running up the stairs to get on my computer. But we just got to be the ambassadors of change. We got to use this situation to push our city forward.
Right.
And I know there's going to be somebody saying, oh, Mel, you shouldn't have said nothing. But I think there are times when people have to get out of their own way and out of their own situations and say, what can we do to push the narrative? There are so many things that people spend unnecessary time talking about, unnecessary resources. They have, I like to call them ciphers, the cipher groups, where you have people who get together and say, we're going to destroy somebody today, or we're going to knock somebody today. And all of us know someone who has dealt with mental illness. All of us know someone who has been neglected.
Yep.
And we don't want to pull that Band-Aid off because I have family members I've had to call CPS on. I've also had to step in and be a parent and an aunt and go above and beyond. So I'm living proof of it. When I had my daughter, I didn't know how to be a mom, so I went to parenting classes for years. I'm an advocate for it. So I think that we have to really use this as an opportunity to really change the conversation. Yes, we know this happened. Yes, we know it is tragic. Yes, we know this family is affected, but we have to still push negative. We have to still push positive. And what is so remarkable to me is the very same people who are commenting want to run for office. The very same people who are commenting want to be in a position of power, and they don't understand the responsibility that it carries and the weight that it carries. That's why when we do our interview one-on-one on No Holds Barred, I can't wait to say the things I've been wanting to say. But I had to get on here today and say, if you want to be the ambassador for change, if you want to have the real conversations, then you have to it has to start at home. It has to start at home. Number one, we have to also hold everybody accountable, but be willing to do the heavy lifting and do the work and stop running to the rumor mill and stop destroying people and destroying like lives based upon how you feeling today.
Right.
Because if I responded about everything that has ever been said about me, I would have been killed myself a long time ago. And if I respond to everything that has been said about my family, they would have been wiped out. And it's like people love to sensationalize drama until people look into their own lives and realize you're just one step away from being homeless. Some of y'all got alcohol addictions. Y'all try to hide it from everybody. Some of y'all do lines of coke. Some of y'all sleeping with somebody else's husband. So we all fall short. And people don't want to have that conversation because it makes them have to be held accountable. And so I just ask that we just be the ambassadors of change, that we start promoting and start uplifting people, and that when we do have an issue like this, that we wrap our arms around the solution and not just focusing on the problem. It was a tragedy. It will be in our minds and hearts forever, but we can be the catalyst for change. So that's why a lot of times when people say stuff, I don't say anything because I let my actions speak rather than my words. So that's all I really had to say.
Wow. I mean, hey, you said a lot, but you said a lot of truth right there. I appreciate you, Mel, for popping in and popping on and popping off. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm about to get back off because
right.
I already know what they're going to say, but she should have said it. You know how they are because they're cowards. I call them Facebook gangsters, but won't say nothing in my face.
All
but
right.
That's another story.
All right.
For another day.
I'll see you tomorrow.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Praise the Lord for whom all place. Bye.
Oh, my beans. All right. That was your councilwoman of District 1, the South Side, and a little bit of I think that was a little bit of Washington Park here and there. I don't know the district map 100%, but that was Melanie Rutherford of District 1 City Councilwoman. Popped in for a second, and that's what it's all about. We miss TD Luke. Good evening to you, good people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have also Miss April Forbes. April, let me know if you want the link. I can send it to you. It's up to you if you got time. Pop on if you like. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of what and the phone number is this. If anybody wants to call, the phone number is 248-905-1128. 248-905-1128. And please call. You know, that's what this is all about, really. I just try to keep an open phone line and keep it open source just for people that want to talk and want to go ahead and get off whatever they want to on their mind and on their heart. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Melanie right there. You know, I mean, there's a lot of negative and a lot of whatever we could talk about and pull a lot of blame, but at some point, you know, we got to just quit talking and help. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, just it's a lot. So, yeah, it's a lot you could say and get out of what's been going on around here, but keep focused. And then some people just mind their business, and that's usually the best way to be. Sometimes you just gotta mind your business. I know this looks so messed up, but you need it. Mind your business, man. Sometimes that's the best thing to do is just mind your business, because sometimes you can get too involved and you can get too involved and get yourself too captured in something else that don't really involve you. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just paying attention to what you got going on in your life and in your world, you know, and trying to move the needle forward with what you got going on. You know what I mean? So it's a lot that can be said about a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? For any situation that's really going on, like I say, just go ahead and be prayerful about it and work on the things that you need to work on personally. You know what I'm saying? So just as much as there is some bad news, y'all, and there's plenty of bad news and a lot of stuff around here that we could talk about and circulate, there's a lot of good too. It's a lot of good, and it's a lot of good people. There's a lot of good organizations, and there's a lot of good individuals that sometimes go up under the radar and people don't even pretty much pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start paying attention to, you know, the least of these, or the people that's in the corner, that's quiet, that's just moving the needle. They don't have the entourage. They don't have a lot of people that backing them or that clicked up or the support like that. But they taking care of their family. Applaud that. They go to work every day. They taking care of their family. They not robbing, trying to commit crime. They do a little help where they can. They ain't trying to save the world. And you know, they don't feel the need to be. I put this post up the other day. It was Nas on Belly, but what he said, that's kind of where my life is. I don't feel the part to play the big part in the movement. I just feel the need to play the part that I play. You know what I'm saying? And the part that I play is take care of my family, not meaning anybody any harm, trying to do the best that I can and help where I can. I ain't got to do it all. I could just do those little things, and those little things might be a lot. You know what I mean? So call in 248. Put this number back up. 248 905-1128. 248-905-1128. Anybody got any good news? Do we got any good news tonight? There's plenty of bad news. Do we got any good news? Anything coming up? Any good news? Anybody? What's up, Keisha Burkett? Thank you, Melanie, for the stars. I appreciate that. But like I said, I don't care. You know what I mean? So if we want some good news, I guess I can start with some good news. Hey, why not? Why not? What's the good news? Spring is almost here, y'all. Now, I got some things that I want to do this spring that I didn't do last year. I got a big old tent. I got a big old red tent, and I usually use it for, or orange, and I usually use it for like when I got events that I'm doing live streaming outside and doing stuff and whatever. But I want to take my tent. I said I want to go ahead and take my tent. I want to go to the park. I want to pitch my tent. I want to take, what's up, Lola? I want to take my tent this spring and summer. Get my barbecue pit. Get a couple little things, you know what I'm saying, that's, delectable. Put them on the grill. Get in front of a lake. Have my iPad or whatever, do radio, and sit down. I don't know, maybe get my old man status. That's the good news. That's the good news that I want to do. I was talking about I wanted to do it last year. I had an ideal of doing it last year, but I never got a chance to do it. No, I had a chance. You know what? But I didn't give myself a chance to do it. I always acted like I was too busy or too tired or doing something. But, I just want to, I think that's one of the things I want to do this year. Just get out in nature, be peaceful, be at one with the lake, you know what I mean? And, chill out a little bit. Little good things, little cool things like that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be much. Yeah, Lola. Hey, Lola, I be checking out. I see you do your live stream every week? Once a week? Twice a week? But I watch it for a second. Also, I want to give a shout out to Regina, the queen of Carlones, and Dr. T. Teresa Moore. They do the Be in the Driver's Seat podcast. And last week they had Mr. Mike McGinnis, who's running for the mayor of the city of Pontiac. So far they had Kermit Williams come up, and they have had who's running for the mayor, and gave him a chance to speak his platform. Not only did they have Kermit, they had Michael McGinnis last week, which I know both of those guys on some type of level, and they both good guys. So, I mean, may the best man win with this. And also, last week we had talked to, on this show, we talked to Gil Garrett, which is running for mayor too. So I don't know who's going to who's going to throw their hat in the ring, but I'm sure it's going to be exciting. And, we're going to have plenty to choose from, because I'm pretty sure each one going to have a platform that's kind of diverse or distinct from the other. Yeah, you do. You say you do. I don't have a frequent right now, but I'm doing podcast filming. Okay, but no, I be seeing something. I come on, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is it? Can I say? Is it readings that you do? You do readings or something like that? Like I sat and watched a couple times before I had to leave. I was able to catch you before I was going out the door, and I was able to sit and watch for a little bit. But Lola B got some stuff coming on too, though. She be on here. And I'm actually glad that people actually utilizing Facebook Live and YouTube Live, whatever they doing, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, whatever. I'm glad that people actually coming on here and speaking their piece, speaking their platform or what they do, whatever that they do or whatever. We got a lot of political scientists out here nowadays too. I'm seeing a lot of that. Yeah, so I have checked you out. I was able to catch you sometimes before I leave and out the door. But, I think more than anything and ever, you got to go on and let your voice be heard. You know what I mean? Let your voice be heard. Everybody wants to speak for everybody nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And you got to speak for yourself. If you got some type of ideal, if it's some political affiliation or some political stuff that you want to get off your chest, you can get it off. Everybody got their opinion. Don't mean that you're right. Don't mean that I'm wrong. And don't mean that I'm wrong and you're right. You know what I mean? So, at the same time, if you got something to say, get on here and speak your piece. There's a platform. There's an audience for everybody. Sometimes I just get on here and I'm just talking. I don't even know the hell I'm talking to. I might be talking to one person. Shit, sometimes I'm talking to myself. I ain't gonna even lie. You know what I mean? I look at the number up in the corner. I'll be like 0. And I'm like, damn. And then I see 1. And then that one person that's watching me is me on my damn phone. So I'm up here talking to myself sometimes. But it's cool, because actually the more that you do this, the more that Facebook or YouTube, whatever it is that you're using, it pushes out your algorithm. So even if you want to go ahead and build yourself a platform, I tell everybody, you have to be frequent. You have to be consistent. And that's with life, and that's with anything. You have to be frequent and consistent. And even when you really don't feel like doing too much, even if you get on here for 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes or something like that, you can get on, and Facebook is going to go ahead and reach and broaden your horizon, Facebook or YouTube or whatever the case may be. And that's why I was telling you, Bobby, at the end of the day, even though, okay, hold on one second. got some good news. My good news is I'll be launching my project. And what is your project? Why don't you get on here and tell the people your project? Get on and tell the people the project. You need the number again? I'll give it to you. Miss Nikita Porter is going to call in and tell us her project. But serendipitously, Bobby, that's why I told you I will help you, even though, you're taking a break. Overall, if you just did live, and especially with her, she has a book and she has a card game, to get on here and talk about it and even do it online. That'll promote it and actually help you get some sales. You got to do it like that. But, I get it. I know you're busy. It's a nonprofit. Well, why don't you call in and tell it what it is? You have hey, I'm with you. April, I'm about to send April. I don't know if April knew it, but I'm about to send her the link. See if she's available. If you're available, April, that's cool. If not, I get it. April, I'm sending it to you. I just sent it to your DM. What'd you say? That's your plan? And yes, of course, I'm going to need. Okay. So just let me know, and I can help you with the program and all that type of stuff. But Miss Serendipitously Bobby of Life Essentials, the Self-Healer's Journey podcast, she just launched a book and a card game, and it's quite entertaining. And it's on Amazon. And Bobby, when I get an extra couple of bucks, I'm going to buy the. I will. I guarantee you, I will do that. Miss Porter, it's in March, and I'll be releasing all info in March. Okay, cool. I get it. You ain't got to tell us all the secrets. I get it. You got to keep something close to you. But yeah, congratulations on going ahead and starting a nonprofit. That's great news. Anytime somebody start doing something or creation is always beautiful, because new things and opportunities come out of creation. It's hard to come up with a concept or idea and start it and find. The hardest part is people think is the money. Now, I think the hardest part is the idea, and then the money can be an issue to find it. You know what I'm saying? To find a way to create what it is that you're trying to do. But that thought process of creating something is a very hard thing to do, to implement the process of building a thought and building something. You know what I mean? So that's very hard to do. So I applaud you. Everybody, for you to come up with a card game, like for real, I ain't never heard nobody around here talking about they came up with a card game. That's different. You ain't had no edibles, did you? Because that's like one of them edibles. One of them edibles, like, oh, I come up with a card game. But no, I think that's, I seen her use the card game on one of her episodes, and it was I can see how it's going to be very dope. That book is for single people. I'm working on one for married people now. Okay. We have a question for you, serendipitously. Serendipitously, Bobby, what company did you use? I've used MakePlayingCards.com. I think she made that on her own. I could be wrong. But Bobby, you might have to tell her. One below has a card game and correlates with his book. Oh, wow. See, now I'm getting information. I didn't even know that. I might have to look into that too. But yeah, as far as with Bobby, I don't know for sure. Bobby could go ahead and put in the comments with what she But yeah. TJ Peck Batiste Sr., thank you for joining. Go ahead and share, please. Go ahead and share. So we sharing good news today around here at Pontiac WYAC. Nothing but the good news. There's so much bad news. I mean, 2025, let me put it down here. 2025 has been something. It's been something, man. I can definitely say it's been something for me. But I got a good supporting staff, supporting cast of people that's around me, that helps me keep my head together, because if I didn't, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, ain't no telling. I initially was making, serendipitously to Lola, she says, I initially was making them myself at home, but became too much and I had to outsource and use making plain. Oh, okay. There you go. So that's what it's all about. The good news. Oh yeah, y'all see me marking up on the screen, right? This is what I do. I just come up with gems of things to do, you know what I mean? But let me see here. Go ahead. We got a conversation within a conversation. Okay. So we making the connections here. So 248-905-1128. Yeah, so with all the things that's going on, y'all, we got planes that's falling out the sky. We got people that were friends that ain't even friends no more over politics. That's the stupidest stuff ever. I've been seeing that too. People used to be friends. They ain't even friends no more because of political ideals. When we get to this point where we can't even disagree, to not even okay, we ain't got to see things the same. You see things gray, I see things off-white. You know what I'm saying? Why do we always got to see things the same? And I think I'm quite honest with you, I think those are simple-minded people. Because you don't want to be friends or not friends because of people political. Then it's stupid. But I'm going to tell you, it just seemed like a lot of it is really black people do that. Black people are good for that. But it's easy for me not to care because I don't have any friends anyway. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, why wouldn't you want somebody to have a mind of their own that's around you? That lets you know that they can go ahead and think for themselves. And then they can correct you if they see you going in the wrong direction, because they're not afraid to speak up and say, hey, yo, bro, yo, sis, or whatever, yo, chill. You don't want a lot of yes men around you, and you don't want those type of people. Sometimes you need people that disagree with you. Not sometimes, a lot of the time you need people that disagree with you because it make you think in a different way. But I've been seeing people fall out because of political. One is a Democrat or one is a Republican. Now they ain't friends no more. Now they up here sitting on here on Facebook arguing. And they ain't friends no more. It's stupid. Well, to me it is. You know what I'm saying? That means you weren't friends in the first place. And I think that word friend is just laid out so frivolously. When you really look at it in your life, you really don't have any friends like that. You blessed and you lucky if you have one. You know a lot of people. You got a lot of associates. And you just because you got somebody in your life that may do something nice to you or check on you, don't mean that they're friends. And ain't nothing wrong with not being friends. It's okay. You can be a great associate. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that, but friend is a whole different level. It's friend is something is different, and it's hard to obtain. Friendship is a hard thing to obtain, and it's a hard thing. It's a responsibility. Being a friend is a responsibility. So you got to ask yourself. I always used to spell friend wrong. Let me see. Put it up here. When it comes to being a friend, you got to ask yourself, am I willing to take a responsibility on for this person that I'm calling a friend? They use the word too loosely. Yes, they do. I didn't disown my son. He's a Republican. April. We say, unfortunately, I've got too much multitask right now, so tonight you're just listening. Thank you. Okay. Hey, but you know, hey, whenever you free. When it comes to being a friend, sometimes you got to ask yourself, do I want to take on the responsibility of being a friend? Because a friend, you got to be responsible for that person in a way. You know what I mean? That's a responsibility, friendship. That ain't just somebody that you can go and kick it with and have fun and have some beers and club and good times. Friends is like when everything, all the chips is down, you're broke. It's like a marriage in a way, for better or worse, sickness and health, rich or poor. You know, friendship is a commitment, you know, and sometimes we think we have friends, but we usually find out we don't have the friend that we thought we did when things got kind of sticky. And that's the unfortunate thing about the friendship, you know. Indeed, the titles come responsibility and accountability. So even looking for, even having a friend, like I said, at the end of the day, it's cool. It's great to have one, but no, whoever you call yourself, whoever you say is your friend is somebody you have a responsibility to. So, you know, you got to ask yourself, how many more people do you want to be responsible for? That's how I look at friendship. I could be looking at it wrong, you know. But I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me, but I don't consider them like friends. Even if I do something nice for them or they do something nice for me, I just consider it like, you know, it's a nice gesture. It's a great, you know, they might even got love for me, but it's, you know, friendship is just that, is that one. I don't know what would you call something that's right up under friendship? Not an associate, but what would you call it? Is it a word for it? What is it a word for? People forget friendship and another relationship types. There's another relationship. Although it's not romantic, it carries much weight. So what would you call something right up under friendship and a right above associate? That's where most of the people that I really am close with kind of fall in. And just because I don't consider you a friend, would that be family? Quite honestly, because family, a lot of your family, you ain't even friends with them. But what would you call that? Right up under friendship, right above associate. What's the word? What would be that title? Because I believe that's where most of us have people at. You know what I'm saying? They're better than an associate than some, you know what I mean? But they're not quite. You might call them friend because you feel they're closer to that than just an associate. An acquaintance. But the acquaintance don't an associate an acquaintance. Acquaintance kind of feel off. Acquaintance feel further away than associate to me. Maybe, maybe not. I like it though. I like it. But I think most of us have our people in that, maybe in that zone, what you just said, the acquaintance zone. And, you know, they're close to friendship they're more of an acquaintance. You might be right about that. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just talking. But, you know, tonight, guys, I just wanted to come because I was sitting tight for a little bit. And I just like, you know, I'm sitting around. I knew I was going to come on tonight. Maybe tomorrow night I might come on also. But like I said, it's a lot of stuff going on around, not just in the city of Pontiac, but all over the world, all over the country right now. Ramona Greenlee, well, I can still be just like family to you. Yes, you can. Like I said, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world. 2025 has been eventful, man. I mean, it's really been something. They synonyms for definition of best result of individuals, notion based. Okay. Yeah, y'all throwing out some highly educated education on me right here. There are synonyms by definition, but it really is an individualized notion based on experience. Ooh, that sounds like that came from the College of Bartholomew right there, the way you put that. We got to give you a hand. We got to give you some, Lola B from Bartholomew College dropped some science on us, you know what I'm saying? But overall, but no, you're right about that. But like I said, it's been a heck of a 2025 so far. Either way you want to look at it, all I can say is, just try to maintain your faith, maintain your belief. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to me. And continue to try to work on the things that give you joy. Don't concentrate too hard, in my opinion. This is just me talking to you guys. In my opinion, guys, don't concentrate too much on being happy. I think happiness is a great thing, but happiness is just it's like an emotion: happy, sad, mad, glad. You know what I mean? Those things are so fleeting and they happen all the time. You can be happy 1 second, mad 1 second. But concentrate on the things that give you joy and the joyous things in your life. That may be your children. You know what I'm saying? Think about the blessing of being able to talk to your children and you be able to keep them and they're around you and you're able to you're able to be with those, like that news that we saw. You're able to be what you want. You are what you want to be for your children, and be thankful for that. And have joy in those types of things. Have joy in the work that you do, especially if you're doing something that you called to do. But even in that, even if you're doing something that you ain't really feel like you called to do, it's the stepping stone, or it's helping you get to the point of where you can do what it is that you really have joy doing. So I say concentrate on the joyous things, because, man, it's almost like the preamble, you know what I mean? In the search of the pursuit of happiness. You're always going to be chasing those, to be happy, be happy, be happy. And most people spend most of their life trying to be happy, And that's a hard thing. And trying to be happy is elusive. I think being happy is being content in a lot of ways, being happy with what you have. I have enough, you know what I'm saying? Do I have enough for today to get through? I'm happy with that. Or that's a joy, in my opinion. But I don't see nothing wrong with being content. I think I know some people don't feel like content is a good thing. Well, nothing wrong with being content. What's wrong with saying, hey, you know what? Content to me is saying, hey, this iPhone 7 or whatever this old is good enough for me. I don't need the new iPhone. It's going to do exactly what this new one going to do. Is just new. I'm content. When you content with some things, sometimes it releases a lot of pressure to try to continue to, and it don't mean be lackadaisical. It's just about being comfortable and cool with what you have and thankful for what you have and knowing, like, you know what, I'm good with what I got. And I think being content is a way of showing gratitude and being thankful for what you got. I think the Lord, look at it and say, no, I'm not saying, not saying that you don't want more or not pursuing more, or want to climb bigger mountains and achieve bigger and better things, but learning how to be content, learning how to be happy, learning how to be thankful for what you have so far. And if you don't get any more, knowing that you have had enough, you know what I'm saying? Because I think, not to be going spiritual, I think God look at it sometime and be like, these some ungrateful people. He really doesn't have to do anything for you at all. I have to breathe the breath of life in you every morning you get up. The breath that we breathe right now is the breath of life. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes it's just being thankful for that and be like, this is enough. Because I know if he don't do anything else for me, he's done enough. He's done way more than I'm qualified to get. You know what I'm saying? So I want more though. Now I like to have some more, but I'm if this is what my portion is, having Effigy Media Arts and being able to come to you guys and talk and kick it and if this it, and if I don't, get my face or my picture on down at City Hall on the wall, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? If I don't, if this is what it is, this been all right. You know what I mean? I'm happy with that. I can say I have joy in that, So, I think being grateful for what you got. Gratitude makes room for more. Absolutely. This is like a kid. You always doing stuff for your kid and they want more. And you going broke trying to keep them happy. But they ain't never happy because they want more and they become ungrateful. They become spoiled. So, and I think that's how the master looks at us. You know what I'm saying? If we just, instead of mastering what we have, and I think that's another reason why everything that I have around me, I know you guys don't see a lot of what I got going on right here, but a lot of the stuff that I have is old. I try to really get the most out of everything that I have. Like I got a lot of old stuff. This thing right here that I'm drawing on, this tablet right here, this tablet is 12 years old. And I'm like, you know what? Let me find a use case for it. And I'm like, okay, I found the use case for it. Now I can make some money with it, quite honestly, because now I can go ahead and present this to people that like I do live streams for. If I'm live streaming an event or a teacher or something like that, now they can have a presentation on the chalkboard or whatever, and I can set them up and they can write on the screen. You know what I'm saying? This is a form of making some money. You know what I mean? So, hey, so I just, I take a lot of the stuff that I have and make use of it. This computer right there, it's a 2015 computer. I mean, I do my music on that computer. It's 500 songs are on that computer that I've done. Recordings, 500 recordings on that computer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you find out what you need and what you don't need. Like, I'm going to tell you all this story and then I'm going to probably get out of here. So I wanted to, it was this thing that I wanted on Facebook Marketplace the other day. And I really don't need it, but I want it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like buying anything. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Any money that I get, I have a rule. Any money that I get, what I try to do is put up 80% of it and try to keep, the 20% if I can. But I'm always, even if I can't do that, I'm just always putting up money. I really don't spend a lot of money right now. So it was this thing that I saw on Facebook Marketplace. And, it's kind of, it'd be useful for me. I ain't going to say, it wouldn't be used. But, what I mean? It's like it would, it wasn't a necessity. And anything that's a necessity, I get it. But it wasn't a necessity. So I was supposed to go and meet the guy today, actually, to go get it. And I just thought about it. I'm like, I had to ask myself a question. Do I really even need this? And the question and the answer came back, no. I already had one of what I was going to get from this dude, I already had. I just wanted another set. And it's like, for what? I don't need that right now. I'm content with what I had. Would I like to have that? Yes. But then I see how people get themselves into situations because you be wanting stuff and you go get it. And now you find yourself in a bind. Some emergency pops up. Now you ain't got it to do what you need to do. And that's how a lot of us mess up. You know what I mean? Like I've seen it time and time again. I've been in that situation. You know, my eyes got bigger than my stomach. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you you gotta kind of watch yourself, especially nowadays in finances. You gotta kind of watch it. So anything that I spend money on at this point, I gotta dang near make money off of it. You know, so that's just how I am. So sometimes you just gotta be content in what you getting or what you have and use what you got to its fullest potential. I'm gonna tell you another little story, and this might be even crazier. You know what I mean? But I like to break things down to a smaller molecule ingredient for the layman people like me. You know what I mean? So, like I told you, this thing right here that I'm writing on the screen with, right? So I'm like, oh, I need a little stylus that I can, this little thing right here that I got in my hand. I'm like, I need one of these joints because I didn't have one. I couldn't find it that went with it, and I'm like, I don't want to use my finger. So I got on Amazon and I started looking up at stylists, right? The little stylist right here. And they $30. I mean, real nice ones. You know what I mean? Like real nice ones. They like thick and like pencils and all that. And I'm like, yo, okay, yeah, I'm about to get it. I put it in my little Amazon cart. I be having stuff in my Amazon cart and I let it sit there for like 2 or 3 days because I start thinking about it. And then I don't know if you like me, then I start deleting. I'm like, I don't even need it. So I was about to start buying to a stylist, one of these little joints. I was about to buy one for $25. Then I remember I had an old phone sitting here that had a stylus in it. I'm sitting down here the other day, drinking my coffee, and I'm like, yo, this phone got a stylus in it. I said, man, I was about to waste $25 on some junk. That's how we hastily a lot of times spend and waste money. We already got what we want. We already got what we need. And what I'm saying, at the end of the day, sometimes we hastily go do something. We just buy something. I'm like, yo, I'm glad I take my time now. I'm so glad I take my time because I used to didn't be like that. Maybe it come with age now or something the case may be. But I'm like, yo, sometimes you just got to sit back, think about, and look at what you got. If you look through everything you got everything that you need. If you really take the time, bruh, that's the word. If you take the time to look through everything you got, you're going to find that you already got everything that you need. That's the word. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's the word of the day, y'all. I knew if I talked long enough, it'd come to me. You know what I'm saying? But for real, y'all, if you take the time to look through everything that you got, you're going to find that you already got everything that you need. And that's what I did. What you say right here, I move everything to save for later. For real. But that's what I was kind of, it was just like something came to me the other day when I found this thing, even though I found it in this old, and this is an old phone. This phone is an LG Stylo, like a 2016. Like I just hold on to stuff, but it saved me from paying $25. You know what I'm saying? $25 that can go on gas or food or whatever the case may be. So a lot of times we just got to look through and take our time and not be so hasty and look at what we have around us, because you will find that usually you just have everything that you need if you just took time to look. And that goes, I think, internally and externally. My cousin, David Taylor, said something a long time ago to me. He said, we got to start learning to live from the inside out. I got it and I understood, and it sounds sweet when he said it, but I didn't really quite understand it. You know what I mean? Then I was like late 20s, but I understand it now the more that I am getting older, learning to live. And I don't even think, sometimes you say stuff, you don't even get it at that time. So I don't even know if my cousin Dave really understood at the time. Maybe he did. But he's like, cuz you got to learn to live from the inside out. So I think that's what's happening now with me. I'm learning to slow it down, think a little bit more clear. I always kind of looked around and tried to find, I'm always tried to be resourceful, but I'm thinking more now than ever. This is I'm getting better with this. Did I leave my phone stand in the studio last time I was there? It's there. It's there. I thought that was a parting gift. I thought it was a parting gift. Yep, it's there. It's been sitting there. Regina been using it every week, actually. It's been just sitting there right there on the table. So whenever you want to come get it, come get it. Or it'll be there when you come back. Patience is a virtue. Actually, yes, it is. So yeah, folks, that's all I wanted to come to you guys and just talk. I'm glad that I spoke to you guys tonight. It was a little, I was testifying to myself. I'd like to thank Councilwoman Melanie Rutherford for popping in on us at impromptu, just talking, saying what she said. I appreciate what she said. And I appreciate you for listening and being a part of the show tonight, everybody that listened. But like I say, the word of the night was this. The word of the night is this. Take the time to look around you and everything that you have. And you will really find that you have everything that you need. Just take the time to look around, before you go making big decisions on things that you feel like you might need. Just look around and take time to really look through the crevices. You might find something that's going to allow you to, get the job done. Even though this little thing was little, but it saved me $25. It was just a lesson of life. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this verse and I'm out of here, y'all. All right, here we go. And I'm out. Here we go. They never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5 cocked on these. Time to die. Oh man, y'all see I messed up. See, I did. Okay. We're gonna do this again. Let's go back. We're gonna do this again. The spirit. There we go. Let's get it right now. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. All right. They never take me alive. I'm getting high with my 4-5 cocked on these. Time to, even as a youngster, kicking ruckus on the back of the bus. I was a fool all through high school, kicking up dust, but now I'm labeled as a troublemaker. Who could I blame? Smoking weed help me take away the pain, cause I'm hopeless, rolling through the freeway serving. Don't worry, I'm about to crash up on the curb, cause my vision blurry. Maybe if they tried to understand me, what should I do? I tried to feed my family, what else could I do but be a... Stop hanging with the homies in the club, got my mind on danger. Never been a stranger to homicide. My foot gangbangers and drive-bys. Why do we die at an early age? He was so young, but still a victim of the 12 gauge. My memories of a corpse, mind full of sick thoughts, and I ain't going back to court. So what they thought, freaking Hennessy, running from my enemies. Will I live to be 53? So much pain. Yes, I will. All right. I butchered that. But anyway, y'all, I will be back tomorrow night. I got some things to do in the evening tomorrow, but be looking for Effigy Media Arts to be releasing some new things that we're doing. Also, we might have some guests coming on tomorrow, but either or, I'm going to be back tomorrow. We can kick it. Phone lines will be open. Thank you for joining WYAC. DM.3, number one, your DM down. Keep God first, family second, you third, and in that order, you should never be made last because the last is always made first. Bow. We out.